Hey everyone, my name is Flashstep from Blight Gaming. I'm here with an updated version on cache for smokes and mollies on the utility. So I'm just going to hop right into it. We'll start CT side here. I'll go from B mid to A. So one of the really good flashes that you can pair for anybody that's playing like up close or like towards checkers is the pop flash. So you come in this corner so you're not exposed to main. Now you see this diagonal meets the straight line on the wall. Come to that corner and then go a little bit to the left. Show where this lands. That way anybody peeking from sunshine up close gets blind and the guy checkers can swing it. The other really important utility you need to know is going to be the smoke outside of B main. Now a lot of people mess this one up because it's a little bit tricky because you should be running and dropping instantly. So if you hug this right hand side and aim here, in between the left hand side and the middle of this wall and then toss will always be a better smoke than doing it too far to the left or too far to the right. Because what can happen here too is if you have, even if you have a little bit of a gap here, like right here for example, it's so bright on this spot right here. If he ever crosses over, it's a one-way for you. Like you can see him from right here and spam him down. So those are the two real important utility uses over towards here. Another one that's very common but doesn't really need like a lineup, like a lot of the smokes, flashes, and mollies on cache, is making sure that whenever you're gonna do checkers molly, it's right below the light. That way it can be mollied out to give you guys time. If you need to flash towards B main and you're in default, this is a really good flash as well. Like it's very, they'll see it, but it forces them to turn. They really don't have an option, but there's no other real way to like really dedicate this flash to it. But then again, if you're B, you're just trying to stall. So let's go towards the middle here. I'm not going to show a smoke or anything else. The only nade you really should know is the molly. There's tons of ways to toss it. This is how I toss it. Come in this corner, second balcony on the bottom, walk throw, land right there every single time. Just gives me the option of like falling back Z, playing in this angle, going towards sand, because most of the time your first player is going to be smoking out middle going towards vents, right? Alright, now let's go towards A. One of the better smokes, or the best smoke to smoke at A main in my opinion, because your rotates can do it as well. Come to the middle of the tire, top of the sickle. Gives you a good smoke every single time right in the middle. For any pop flash aggression towards A, if you come in the middle of this strip right here, two spots you can toss it. Bottom of the A and B, and then bottom of the O. And these pop like right here. So anybody that's playing right behind the box or obbing towards A main holding will get blind. The only thing you have to worry about is someone playing like anti-flash in the corner. The last flash that you could be using a lot of the time is like from a site. If you enjoy playing this area, either holding this angle, and if like they're getting really passive and not wrapping right away, you can always toss this flash and peek with it. Really strong flashbang. Those are all the flashes, smokes, and mollies really towards CT side. A lot of time you're just kind of defending, waiting for the like executes or whatever it is. Alright, now for T side. So I've kind of designed the two smokes for Z and white box off the same spot. Third line here. First one, middle of this, once you leave the white line, jump throw. Make sure you get it far enough though. You might want to take a couple extra steps just to make sure it goes far enough, because if you don't do a perfect jump throw and you don't leave the line, it can do this. Hit that. So don't do that. Just go a little bit farther. It's okay. Other one is for white box. Third line. Line up linear to this A. Top line and then jump throw. To make sure that's smoked off. The other smoke you can pair it with if you're doing like a fast mid. So all of a couple months ago, they had this smoke, right? Left of the E box, smoked out any molly that came on top of a roof, so they kind of quick fixed it. Well, it wasn't a quick fix, but they fixed it. So in order to do something different that would work the same way almost, is once you hit this gap towards big, toss the smoke on the wall so that it like hits right there, a little bit higher so that it lands right there and smokes out whatever mollies toss your way, but gives you enough room to take these few shots to help out your teammate, jump to the smoke, come down and get trades, right? The other smokes towards middle, your crisscross smokes, which a lot of people kind of mess up. They always think like halved, and then half of the half. Don't. You want to go a little bit more left. You want to go a little bit more right. And then there won't be any gaps this time. Also, you want to pair this with the pop flash. I love this pop flash because it gets anybody up close all the time. Anywhere across this line, really. I just do it in the middle. Pops right there. So anybody holding direct left from T-side angle, or T-side, and then also the right holding out a little bit more. If they're hugging this, it might not catch them, but you guys should be able to trade him pretty easily. He should never be getting 2 or 3 there. Oh, also a couple flashes if you're doing this fast take. You want to flash once you hit the gap again, left-hand side. Flash the wall so that it pops right here. Anybody running towards middle is going to get blind or at least have to turn. And then you pair it with anybody who's going to run on the floor. Usually you want 1 on the floor, 2 if you want a 2-2 with 1 person boosting. Just run across here, toss like that, making sure that it pops out in this area. A little bit deeper, you can wait it like 1 more second. So they have to turn or get blind. Those are all the smokes and flashes you kind of really need to take over middle. Show another one that's towards middle, I guess. The molly for vents, middle of the skull. Think of this, alright. This is a corner. This is a corner. Now think of a box. Bottom left-hand side. Run throw after like 2 seconds. You want to make sure it gets far enough so it hits that corner so it mollies it all out. Let's go towards A side. There are tons of ways to do like organized takes on A, but it requires players to come over here and do smoke. But a lot of the time, I really just enjoy having one door dedicating towards doing the cross and the molly, or having the players that are going to go towards A main use their smokes and mollies somewhere else. So I'll show you the door stuff for like the A cross. So you come to door, right? Want to open from right hand side a lot of the time. Don't expose yourself to all these angles. Open it from right hand side, clear this angle, bring out the molly, and then to smoke it off, come to this corner, middle of the boxes, right hand side, walk throw. That way just the door player can take care of all the utility, and that the main focus of the guys in A main can be, as of recently, I like this pop flash a lot. Just in this general area, you can like, it depends on how far back you go to how close you go to the stain. You can kind of determine where the pop flash flashes across this strip. This is the one like for fence usually. I come to like right here. Come to the, alright, so think of this as being halved, and then bottom of the left hand side, left and right click, so that it pops right there. That was even a little bit farther than it should be, but anybody looking main is going to get blind. So if you take a couple steps backwards, you can get it to pop right here, which means fence gets blind and your opera can hold. Once your opera holds, you can molly off towards fence. You can molly off towards quad. And once you have cleared that, no one on the right hand side, you have your door guy toss this, toss the molly right here, look up over towards catwalk while the 4 come in and trade on the site with you. That's usually what we toss. There's not many other things we do unless we want to do like a wrap of some kind, but that works fine. Outside B, I'm not even going to toss the lurk smoke and the molly because we all should know that by now. I'll just toss one for fun though. I usually just toss the left hand side there, maybe a little bit of like a walk throw, a little bit more to the right there on accident, sorry. And then the molly is right here at the corner, and then run throw. Allows you to get on over. And a lot of the time too, if they're not wanting to really contest you outside B, they're going to toss the smoke for you anyway. You don't have to worry about the lurk smoke. Some people have the routine of tossing it, so it allows you to cross. This is where the real fun is. Oh no, the textures are kind of off. That's alright though. So you see this raindrop? I put my crosshair right above it. And so there's usually like these metal columns where my crosshair's at. But my dot's on the left hand side of it. You toss, and this goes into CT perfectly. Like, literally perfectly. It's kind of weird. From right here, you can toss a molly into sight, and a pop flash right here. Now, if you pair this molly with that molly, you have the entire site mollied off. So you have like 2 people out here with a mid crunch towards vents or something, tossing both all that utility here, coming up with a pop flash if you want to from back here, for maybe like one of the players that are going in, and then you guys can take the site. That's really all. Okay, I should talk about this smoke because I think it's kind of bad. So a lot of people have been like tossing the heaven smoke from like right here, right? It gets deep. It's maybe a little more to the left, but it's usually right here. I think it's kind of changed out of the meta to where we don't toss anymore because you can destroy this smoke, because if it's not deep enough they can see the headshot cross freely, and also they can get in the smoke, have someone pop them out of heaven and come to the side here and get anybody and drop down. So I really kind of stopped using that one. I think it's much better just to do the CT smoke I showed you from Sunshine, focus on clearing back towards checkers, getting full control of all this area, and then having someone like do the pop flash and then peek out here for this. Because like not many CTs are holding this angle because it's not a very advantageous fight for the CT anyways. So you don't see many people playing the heaven. If anything, they're waiting for the cross here, which you can always late smoke that out. For example, you clear here, no one's peeking, you have CT smoke down, you trade guys sight. Before you cross, you smoke it out regularly, and you should be fine. That actually went a little bit deep even. But having the trades in B before you throw this heaven smoke, which sets up for the play, is okay as well. You just don't want this to be up when your CT smoke is still like up on your fighting site. I think that's all the smokes, flashes, and mollies that we use on a consistent basis without having a hard execution. I really hope that helps somebody. Thanks for watching.